Hey, happy Monday, everybody. It's Sarah Gallagher. I am the founder of Widowed Solo Parenting. I am a widow mentor. I get where you're coming from, and I wanted to check in today because I wanted to be a little vulnerable. I think it's very important for me to show you that I'm real, that I feel how you're feeling, and that I'm here supporting with true understanding, really, and support. So this past Mother's Day, I have to say I was not in a good mood. It's weird. Every spring I seem to get very upset because that's when my husband's death anniversary is. Now, just as a fact, he died 10 years ago, so I'm quite seasoned. I've been doing this for a while. I've been coaching for a while. Since 2018, I've been coaching. And I've helped other women and widows and solo parents try to figure out how to go forward in their life. But to be completely honest, there are times where it becomes too much, and I can kind of feel it sometimes. This spring has been quite easy. I don't know why. I was actually very relieved to know that I could actually listen to the birds singing, and it wasn't bothering me. There wasn't that feeling of dread. However, I did feel that feeling of dread a couple of days before Mother's Day. I wrote about it. If you've seen any of the posts I've put on Facebook, I've read about it. Sorry, I written about it to our email list if you want to be part of that. But I want to talk about it because I could feel that anticipation. My body actually got sick because of it. I felt absolutely horrible on Friday. I actually had to cancel a group meeting because of that. So my body and my mind kind of knew something was coming up. My heart wasn't quite there yet. It didn't understand, but I could feel it growing. I could feel it coming. And then on Mother's Day, I completely fell apart. I woke up okay. I did my yoga. I thought everything was fine. And then this unrelenting feeling of doom and sadness. And I just kind of fell into this hole. And I kept going through this cycles. I'm not a good enough mother. I am so tired. I'm so sick of doing this on my own. And for the most part, I'm actually okay with this. And I love my life. And I found my spark again. And I know where I am now in my new identity. Because really, my old one died when he did, my old identity. And I had to find myself. But over the weekend on Mother's Day, it really, really, really hurt. And I just felt like I was going through, I don't know, I felt out of body in a sense. I didn't feel like I was right there. I felt like I was right back in my grief again. I so missed my husband. I didn't want to do this on my own anymore. I felt I was failing my kids. And if, even more so, the more I was feeling upset, the more I got into it, the more I kind of fell into my bed. I was crying. I had slept. I tried to get better about it. I actually broke down in front of my kids, and I don't like doing that. I know it's okay though, because I need to see me that I am real and know that I am human, and that's okay for them to feel upset too. But also know that I can bring myself out of that and I can be strong again. That Mother's Day, I was not strong. Mother's Day, I really felt like it was nothing there that could support me. But you know what did? Because even though I was going out and trying to be a part of society, even though I felt so alone, even with other mothers there, I felt like they didn't get it because their husbands were there supporting them. They were getting the cards. They got the breakfast in beds. I didn't really get. I got the card, which is good. I got the okay, I love you, mom, before he disappeared, but it's still tough because I'm still on my own, right? My kids are amazing, but they weren't enough for Miss Mother's Day. This Mother's Day actually felt like I was so alone. The thing that got me going, honestly, is I touched in with my group. So we have a smaller group. It's called Rise Like a Phoenix. It is a membership group of a small group of us. We get together once a week for coaching. I talk about different topics that really affect us as widowed solo parents that no one else can really get. I reached out to them and they reached out to me to make sure that they make sure that I knew that they knew that I was okay. It was such a support network because I'm there for them and they're there for me. When I was going through my whole, they checked in with me and they make sure I was okay, even though I couldn't speak, even though I couldn't talk about what was going on with myself because I wasn't in my own head. I was just going through this hole. And they helped me bring me out of that hole until I was back again. And now I feel fine. I'm back to myself again. I feel like I'm myself again. My kids checked in with me to make sure that I was okay. It was all good and I'm all good. And honestly, the thing that got me through is to know that there are people there who got me, and that specifically this group was there because nobody else can understand. My people who would say, like, single parenting is so tough and it's so exhausting, and they're not even parents, really broke my heart. Right? How dare they try to emphasize with me? They didn't understand. Knowing that this group of people was here for me and that I could reciprocate back to them because I've been giving to them and we've been working together for the past 8, 9, 10 weeks now, and it's been amazing. They were there for me. And so I wanted to offer this opportunity. We are opening the doors up in a couple weeks for our next session, for our next group. And I want to be open up to you to let you know that we are having yet another open house. It is coming next week. I would love to have you be part of this. I would love you to know more about what this group is and how supportive it can be to you, even if you're having a good days, and especially when you're having those bad days and you're not just wanting to be in that, to have that support when you're in that hole, but to come out of it and to have that way to that pull, that community to help understand where you're coming from, hold your grief with you, and bring you forward into your next life. They bring you forward to knowing the steps where to go next. Okay, this is a fantastic, fantastic group. We have a meeting every week. We are getting together. I would like to introduce you to the group if you want to know more about. We're having an event next week, open house. Let me know if you're invited. If you would like to come, it's free. I will absolutely give you an invite. I'd love to talk to you more about what we can do to help you, because really, you don't need to do this alone. And truly, you are not. And I don't want you to feel like you ever have to be. So reach out. I'd love to let you know how we can help. And honestly, I understand where you are and I feel you. Okay? Grief, mentor, solo mother coach, here to help. Let me know if you want to come next week. Bye, guys.